Hello student, welcome to the VVPS e-learning classes. Children, this is the summary of the chapter, that is the need to establish the rule of law. In this chapter here it is written about the summary that why the rule of law is needed to be established in our country. So let us see here. So here it is said that the main function of the parliament is to make law. That why is parliament important? It is important because we all know that it is used to make the law. The legislature that make the law, the executive that implement the law, and the judiciary that interrupt the law. A democratic government has to be fulfilled, aware of the need and the aspirations of its people. It has to act according to the public opinions, and the welfare of the people is the main objective in a democracy, and law are made on the basis of the need of society. Means the main objective of a democracy in a democracy is to do the welfare for the peoples, and also to need what is the need in a societies. Now our next point is, do law apply to all? So here it is said that while laws are applying for all, the rule of law is established by the constitution, and during the British rule and during the medieval and in ancient India, the rule of law was not practices. Means at that time during the British rule and at the time of the medieval and ancient India, we can see at that time the law were not totally applying to all the peoples. Rules were different for the different peoples, because at that time there was the caste systems. So here it is said that based on his or her social and economic status. So here it is said that during ancient India there were innumerable and often overlapping local newses. Innumerable means to say there are many local newses for the same offense or the crimes. Offense or the crime, here it is said that punishment was served for members of the lower caste. Means at that time there was the caste system. So children, here it is said that at that time the whole strictness was appealed in the for the lower caste only also. So here it is said that they had to suffer. Here it is said that lower caste and the lenient for those of the upper caste. Similarly, punishment prescribed for offence against a Brahmin or a Kshatriya was harsher than for offence against a Vaishya and a Sudra. So as I have said you, because at that time the people as believe in the caste system, so there was differences, the rules and regulations also. For the punishment and for the same crime, the punishment was given for the Vaishya and Sudras, and again and in the and if we can see at that time the Brahmins and Kshatriya, they were not get as harsher punishment as the Vaishya and Sudra. So here it is said that this began to change slowly but steadily during medieval and the modern period. But this type of traditions was changes after during the medieval and in the modern period, when people have started educated. So here it is said that with the growth of education, a new middle class emerged which started criticizing the arbitrary and the coercive uses of authority by the British. So here it is said, when the education has started in our country, and their thinking was also changes. Now the Indian nationalists, they had started demanding the social and economic justice and equality in all sphere. Now they had started for demanding the justice. So here it is said that due to lack of opportunity, the educated youth turned to legal profession and journalism. And when the Indians, they had started educated the educated youth, they had also started turning to legal profession and journalism. So here it is said that thus a new class of lawyer emerged which began to criticize the law and demanded respect in court. Now many newspaper and periodicals means to say the magazines began to be published. So at that time they had started analyzing and criticizing the policies of the colonial government, means the policies of the British government. The true nature of the British was exposed to the public. Now by reading the newspaper and the magazines, the public also know about the British attitudes and what were they had doing at that times. So here it is said, does educated Indian play a major role in the evolutions of the concept of the rule of law? And so the educated Indians, they had play a major role in evolutions of for the concept of the rule of law. Now our next topic is, children, how new law come about. So here it is said that the basic function of the parliament, in the starting I have told you that the basic function of the parliament is to make the law for the people. An important role of the parliament is to be sensitive to the need and problem faced by the peoples. It means to say here that the parliament must be conscious about what the problem, what the people were facing the problem at that time. So here it is said that even before a bill is introduced in the parliament, there is a lot of debate. So here it is said that whenever any bill was passed, before passing the bill, there was a lot of discussion and in the parliament, and on the need for introducing such a bill, a political party may pressurize the government to initiate the bill in order to fulfill its election promises. It means to say that whenever a new bill was going to be introduced in the parliament, the political party, they always pressurize the government to initiate the bill. Interest group, media and citizen forums may also persuade the government for a particular legislation, and this also always pressurize means always persuade the government for a particular legislation. Now our next topic is, children, unpopular and controversial law. So here it is said that the parliament, while passing a law, has to keep in mind the interest, concern and wishes of the people. Whenever any law has to be passed, first of all the parliament has to be very much aware about what is the interest, concern and wishes of the people. Sometimes laws are passed by the parliament which are legal and consequently valid but are unpopular, means but people are not ready to accept this law. A law envisaging a fundamental changes in the social economic structure of the society might evoke sharp response from the affected community or the group. It may be happen that sometime when a law is passed, it may be the effect may be it may be not be accepted by the other community or the group of the people. In such a case, the people criticize and protest against the law. They hold public meeting and carry propaganda against it through the newspaper, TV and radio. And if a law is repressive and unpopular with a large majority of the people, means if a large number of people does not accept this law, then the parliament is under pressure to amend or alter the law. It may be then the parliament has to be change the law, or it may be have to give some it may have to be change the law. So children, up to here it is completed. Now our next one is here it is. So here it is said that citizen can play a key role in the proper functioning of a democracy. So here it is said that the main role of the main role to play in a democracy is about the citizens. Their role start rather than end with electing representative. Means first of all they can elect their representative, and they keep a watch on the activities of the MLA and the MPs. It is their duty to see that problem and concern of their locality or constituency properly addresses. Means the citizens has their duty to see that if there is any problem and concern of their locality and constituencies means to say that areas are properly addresses. They needed to criticize an negligence of work by the elected representative. They can use the newspaper and the media to air their grievance and bring them to the notice properly. Means if they had any problem, then they can use the newspaper and the media to say wait a minute children, to show their addresses, means to show their problem. So now here it is say that after that here it is say that the parliament cannot function properly without the involvement of the people. It must represent and address the need, concern and the interest of the people. So citizens have to be play an important role in the parliament. So this is the summary of this chapter. If you have any type of doubt in this chapter, then you can ask me. Thank you students.